Fellow Biafrans, ladies and gentlemen, I greet you all over the world, wherever you are, home and abroad, listening to my voice this moment. This is GMOM, and I'm transmitting from Biafra Universal Television this moment. And I'm here to you or with you for vital information. And this information is not to be taken for granted. I mean, every bit of it is a serious news. It's a serious broadcast. It's a serious event. So, as it stands now, we are looking at the news, making the headlines this evening, wherever you are. Depends on your time location. So, the spotlight. Nigeria President Alhaji Asiwaju Tinubu is missing. And so also, we are getting information that the Vice President Shettima have had serious 2 consecutive experience of death this moment. So, as the news is going on this moment, Tinubu made a journey. He left Nigeria, and we heard that the plane he boarded had a problem and was suspended in the air. But at the end of the day, the plane came down only to discover that it had a mechanical fault. So then Tinubu decided to board another plane to Saudi Arabia. So, which since then till now, nobody have heard anything from Tinubu. So, the whole thing is very confusing. The whole thing is without direction. And Shettima had a problem or encounter of aircraft suspension. So the plane he boarded was suspended as well as they were traveling in the air. So, and this is making twice this week. I think something have to be done, because it is not going to be a good story to say that Nigeria president died by plane crash. It's not going to be a good story. It's not going to be a good news to say the vice president of Nigeria died by plane crash. Because if you don't know that this is where the whole problem is heading to, you should know it now. So, no matter whatever that is happening, Nigerians joined hand together to elect Asiwaju Bola Tinubu as their president. So, as it stands today, nobody is representing Nigeria in the world as a president except Tinubu. Even recently, there is an international conference that Tinubu supposed to be there or supposed to attend, but nobody sees him and nobody can tell his whereabouts. So I think it has started giving concerns to Nigerians or generating attention to Nigerians. As I'm now talking with you, Tinubu is nowhere to be found. But Shettima escaped the twice attempt of plane crash. So, fellow Biafrans, ladies and gentlemen, I have something to say to this issue. But you too must have something to say to this issue. I believe that you must have something to say to this issue. So, whatever you want to say, I want you to drop your comment at the comment section below. So, we can now look into your comment. We can now know the next thing to do, because I believe your comment is very important to the issue on ground. Tinubu is still presiding over Nigeria. Even if you are in abroad, you possess the Nigeria international passport. As many as believed in Tinubu, he is still their president. So, what I'm saying this moment, drop your comment at the comment section. But I want to say something. You see, I want to believe that Tinubu and Alhaji Shettima, Alhaji Asiwaju Bola Tinubu and Alhaji Shettima, I believe deep down in my heart that they are not running Nigeria well. They are just behaving the way they like to Nigerians, taking things for granted to Nigerian citizens. They don't care about the lives and the properties and the progress of Nigerian citizens. They are nonchalant. They are careless about Nigerian citizens. They don't take anything that have to do with the citizens of Nigeria seriously. And I believe that they want to use the same hand they are using to run Nigerian citizens to run aircraft. Onye ji aka ya gbuo onwe ya kwa uru bịara ndị mmụọ. If you use your hand and kill yourself, you are a prophet to the spirit. So, as they don't maintain Nigeria, they don't have anything to offer Nigerians. That is how they want to run aircraft. Because I want to tell you that since Tinubu and Shettima assumed office, it was only once they serviced Nigeria aircraft. Only once. So all the money that was mapped out for the services of Nigeria aircraft were shared or was shared amongst Nigerian politicians. And everybody take his own share and go to his own house to take care of his wife and his children. But anything that have to do with individual in Nigeria is none of their businesses. So what I'm saying this moment is this. This set of people that are presenting themselves in this dispensation as the president and vice president of Nigeria are not serious people. I believe that somebody is in charge of Nigeria aviation, and that person who is in charge of Nigeria aviation is supposed to be held responsible for all that have been happening. For more explanation, all the money that is being given to the Minister of Aviation to make sure that all the aircraft moving in and out from Nigeria is properly maintained and kept in order. So he has to be accounted for it. He has to be held accountable. You don't run aircraft the way you run Nigeria. If you dare it, you lose your life. I repeat, Tinubu and Shettima and their cohorts in Aso Villa, if you run aircraft the way you run Nigeria, all right, you will die. You don't maintain Nigeria. Nigerians are not happy. Both children and adults are sad because they are hungry. No food, no water, no bread on the table. Center table is against every Nigerian. Center table have fought with every Nigerian and put their backs down. You know, every Nigerian today is bound to bow before center table. All right? Many sleep with empty stomach. Many are just walking. They don't know where to go to or what to eat. They believe that any day death knocks at their door as a result of hunger. Then they will peacefully go or quietly go. So the people that are fully involved in the case of Nigeria and Nigerians are these two people, Tinubu and Shettima. Tinubu said it is his time to rule Nigeria, not to lead Nigeria. And he made himself clear that he did not promise Nigeria any good thing. He didn't promise Nigerians any good thing during his campaign. So, fellow Biafrans, ladies and gentlemen, I believe you may not claim ignorant of this news, and you will not say it doesn't concern you. The president of Nigeria is nowhere to be found. He is missing without a trace. And Shettima have been attempted to be killed twice by air crash. because of the suspension of the aircraft in the air, which is unusual. I think there's red alert. So wherever you are listening to my broadcast at this moment, you should take it seriously to offer a solution that will be able to rescue the situation, because you don't know what is going on under. Because any smoke you are seeing, there is fire under it. So, but the major problem now is that, listen, Tinubu is missing. A whole president of Nigeria is missing, and the news agency of Nigeria have not been able to detect where Tinubu is. Radio Nigeria, Nigeria television, the diplomatic editors, Nigerian journalists, all right, Nigerian CID, DSS, Nigerian militaries, Nigeria police, none of these agencies have been able to give clear statement about the whereabouts of Tinubu missing. There is no any correct statistic indication on the missing president. So, therefore, I advise that everywhere should be calm at the moment for further investigations and inquiries about the whereabouts of Mr. President. As he's missing now, I believe that he's missing with some people, because there are some people who made the journey with him, who are on the same plane with him as they take off from Nigeria, and only to discover that the aircraft had a mechanical fault. And I want to say quickly and clearly, do you know that I believe is Yemi Osibanjo, I believe, used this aircraft for the period he was in office, and there was no any complaint like this. So, what shall it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his own soul? You eat the money that was meant for the poor masses in Nigeria. You eat the money to develop Nigeria. You eat the money to bring electricity permanently in Nigeria. Nigeria no light. You ate the money that was meant for, hospital, to bring reasonable medicines to the hospital for the citizens to be free from their endemics or pandemics. Money for road construction goes into your pocket. So, and nobody can correct you, and nobody can tell you anything you will listen. Because why? You are number one and number two, number three citizens of Nigeria. So you are beyond good instruction. You are beyond God now. You are more powerful than the Almighty God. So, and now, you people have been eating all this money. You eat and eat spirit on. The money that was meant for spirit in Nigeria. You people, because you are in power, authority is in your hand in Nigeria, in Abuja, Asarok. So you eat spirit money. And at the same time, you have stepped in to eat aviation money, aircraft money. Remember that plane or aircraft is not vehicle. It's not a bicycle. It's not a motorcycle that you will say, as it develops forth in the process of your journey, you can park in one place and call a mechanic to come and adjust it or repair it. All right? Remember that when one's plane developed forth in the air, the end is death. Nobody will rescue you. No matter how diabolic you are, no matter how occultic you are, no matter how demonic you are, nobody will save you, because this is a sincere mistake. Somebody deliberately committed a sincere mistake. Somebody deliberately make a sincere mistake. As you sincerely make mistake to eat the aviation money, the aircraft maintenance money, the budget meant for aircraft, Nigeria aircraft to be maintained, you sincerely and diverted it, and you leave it to be flying in the air. That is how you will sincerely make a mistake and die. There's no two ways about it. You make a mistake sincerely and ate the money which was budgeted for Nigeria aircraft, and you decided to enter the same aircraft to make journey to carry you to where you are going to. Just know it that you will not reach where you are going to. You will sincerely make a mistake and die. You will see your death clearly. And I don't think it's the fault of anybody, but just to show you fundamentally the characters and the lifestyle of Nigeria government. But before I wrap up my message this moment, I want to inform you, as you are listening to me, that something is fishing somewhere. If Tinubu peradventure is not found, Alhaji Shettima have become the president of Nigeria. So let it make sense to you that even now, Shettima have started acting as the president of Nigeria. Use your tongue and count your teeth, because I believe that these people are playing a game. And the game they are playing, some Nigerians does not understand it. But they will fully understand it when it happens. Don't say that you don't know. This is where it is heading to. Shettima, the next president of Nigeria, as Alhaji Asiwaju Bola Tinubu is nowhere to be found. So Nigerians, I advise you to be more serious for your investigation and reportage. Be more serious in your governance. Be more serious in your dispensation in your dispensation of government. Try to leave a good legacy. Though people have spoken that even the worst president in Nigeria, which was Buhari, his regime was better than Tinubu's regime. But you people should not forget that some people voted for Tinubu, and the Nigeria Chief Justice, NCJ, Nigeria Chief Justice, sworn Tinubu in as the President of Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom. Take it seriously. Tinubu was sworn in by Nigeria Chief Justice. So the whole world today knows that Tinubu is the president of Nigeria, whether you like it or not. So Nigerians, without exception, I will advise you to get up and look for your president. Stop joking. Stop playing. This is a very important issue. And don't forget that whatever that is happening in Nigeria is being recorded by international community and many other countries for generational history. So, you people should try to create history. Try to remove ridicule, shame from Nigeria, because it's very negligible. Just look at it. It's very negligible that the president of Nigeria is missing. Quickly, let me ask you a question. Was he adopted? When he was traveling, didn't he tell the presidency where he was going to? Why is it so that nobody can explicitly explain where Brother Tinubu has gone to, or what has happened to him? Because Brother Tinubu cannot just get up and make a journey without informing the presidency where he is going to, in case of emergency like this. So you can know where to start and begin to excavate the ground to look for him. Because he is not a student, he is not a schoolboy, all right? He is not just somebody who is just walking on the road in the street. He is very important personnel. Thank you.